Hello and welcome to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. It is the Valley Business Today, top of Virginia Regional Chambers turn at the mic, and we are not on a Zoom screen today. We're still recording in advance, but we are sitting in the fancy new terminal at Winchester Regional Airport. I am pretty excited, Kaylee Benjamin. Thank you for inviting me to your office to have our conversation today.
I know you love that orange love seat in my office, didn't you?
I do, but I am even more impressed that Nick here has an orange plane parked out in front of one of the hangars. So he gets more bonus points for having an orange plane sitting out here than you do for an orange sofa in your
We
office.
definitely
Sorry.
planned it together, knowing that you were coming.
Well, then I appreciate both of you. How about that?
We appreciate you, Janet.
And we get to welcome Blair back. So Blair Jewell is here with us. Welcome back as the new Marketing and Public Relations Director. Is that right?
Thank you, Janet. Yes, Marketing and Communications Director. So excited to be back. It's been about 2 years, which is crazy. Almost 2 years to the
Doesn't
month that
seem
I
like it was that
restarted.
long.
I know. No, super excited to be back and just so eager to see everything. The chamber has done so much in the past 2 years, and so excited to keep the momentum going.
And Nick, of course, we can't have an event at the airport, which is what we're going to talk about today, without talking to Nick Sabo. How relieved are you that this new terminal is done?
Yes.
And you don't have to wear a hard hat to
Yes.
walk around or get in and out of places?
Yeah, the hard part is certainly behind us. We are so thrilled with this new building. It's been great to have our partners at the Chamber and the two flight schools that are here with us and really bring this facility to life. And it's been so rewarding to really see this vision become a reality, and with events like Wings and Wheels coming up, to bring the community out to take part in that celebration as well.
Kaylee, Wings and Wheels, new to the Chamber. Paint a picture of your vision for me, Kaylee.
Oh, no, I don't know if you want that, Janet. But no, it's a wonderful event, actually. So the Wings and Wheels itself will take place Saturday, October 18th from 10 to 4, and of course at the lovely Winchester Regional Airport. Out on the terminal grounds itself, we'll have a variety of aircraft displays, laid-back car show out there as well, local food trucks, from burgers to sweet treat vendors, a variety of craft and small business vendors, a touch of truck experience for the kids, trying to pull a kid zone from face painting, balloon artists. We have barrel rides for the kiddos, and also arts and crafts, of course, up my alley. And then live music and entertainment for the day.
It's a full day. That's a lot of stuff going on.
Oh my gosh, yes. And what's neat about this event, it's different than what our typical chamber events are. So those are more member related. This is advocating to the whole community. No matter what region you are, anyone who loves planes, cars, and if you just want to spend a family day out supporting your community, seeing what we have to offer, and yeah.
Nick, this has got to be a little bit of deja vu for you because, and I had totally forgotten, you reminded me before we started recording that there was a Wings and Wheels event here. You and Justin even did the show and told me about it back in 2019. How cool is it that it's back?
It is so cool, and it's so great to hear Kaylee sketch out her vision for this event because it dovetails so nicely with what we have been doing as an airport recently to try to bring the community out and showcase what we do out here. It's an important asset to the community, to the region, for economic development and other great things that happen at this airport. So any excuse we have to bring the community out, we're all about it. And you're so right. In 2019, we brought this event to the airport. We did that largely with a lot of volunteer assistance. Kudos to Justin Kearns over at Tourism for really buying into that vision at the time. We hoped to make that an annual event, and then this thing called the pandemic struck and completely sidelined those plans. So it is so refreshing, though, to work again with the Chamber on this event. I think this one's going to be bigger and better than that first one.
Kelly, this is a really cool thing for the Chamber to be doing because we talk a lot. Cynthia and I talk a lot. Sabra, Danita, all of us talk a lot about the Chamber's role in our community of bringing not just businesses together, but people together with businesses. It's all about connecting the business community to the regular people that just live here on a regular basis. This event is going to be a great combination of all of those things.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. It's just going to be an overall high energy, engaging, just a hands-on celebration for the community.
And there are sponsorship levels that are
Absolutely.
available for any size business. You can be a mom and pop, or you can be somebody that's international like Trex. And they are able to get in on the ground floor with some pretty swanky perks. I'm looking at your list here.
First off, I do want to give a shout out to our already set in stone sponsors for our event. We have Blue Ridge Agents, Winchester Oral Surgery Center, Peak Roofing Contractors, and Shenandoah Valley Financial services. So kudos
Already
to them.
in on the ground floor.
Awesome. They are super excited.
How many levels are there? What do I get? Because while most companies, me included, would be happy to support an event like this, it doesn't hurt that you give me some perks. Am I going to get a VIP tent? Am I going to get to maybe be on a radio show with myself? I mean, can I interview myself on the radio show? What kind of cool fun things come with the different sponsorship levels?
Our two large presenting sponsors. We're going to have one from the wing side and the wheel side, of course. So including in those, you get a handful of discovery flights to go up in the air. If it's not for you, it's a great time to bring out your clients, anyone you're making deals with, anyone that you want to talk with, a great Christmas present or birthday present. We have VIP indoor lounge passes, VIP parking passes, logo and all kinds of event marketing, an exhibitor booth, and I'll let Nick explain more, but entries for a fun warbird flight.
What? Get out.
She is telling the truth here. So one of our exhibitors will be the Capitol Wing of the Commemorative Air Force, and they fly a handful of vintage aircraft, including a 1945 TBM Avenger, which was a torpedo bomber in World War II. And so this is an airworthy warbird that you can actually pay to experience a flight in that day on October 18th. But we are also offering that as a raffle opportunity for some of our sponsors. Very exciting opportunity there.
I think that is outstanding. And I think sometimes people misunderstand or they just don't fully comprehend why you need sponsors when you're doing an event, particularly an event of this magnitude. Because I think sometimes they're like, why do they have to always sell sponsorships? Because none of this stuff is coming to you for free. You've got to pay for a lot of things. There are things that go on behind the scenes that companies and organizations have to pay for to put an event on. This helps cover those costs.
No, absolutely. Trust me. I wish things were free in life, Janet, but unfortunately it doesn't work like that. But no, our sponsors will help this whole show, this whole festival.
Do they just have to call you up and say, hey, Kaylee, I heard you talking on the radio and you need a sponsor for something. What are your levels? How does it work to reach out to you and become a sponsor? How simple and easy is it?
Oh, it's fairly easy. You can pick up the phone. I love a good lunch date. I love talking to anyone and everyone. You can email me at kfincham@regionalchamber.biz. Find more information out on www.regionalchamber.biz for more of the event itself.
We talked about the two presenting sponsors you have. One that'll be wings focused, one that's going to be wheels focused. But you have a platinum, you have a gold, you have a bronze. I'm guessing that you get less and less, so people should get the top tier.
Absolutely.
Can you tell I'm a top tier kind of gal?
Absolutely.
But there are different things that are available at different levels.
Absolutely. Regardless what level you are, it's just a great opportunity to highlight your business, promote it on a local presence, and also just connect with the community in a fun, laid-back setting.
One of the things that I always try to impress upon clients when they reach out and say, hey, Kaylee called and she thinks our company should sponsor this. What do you think? My first go-to is always, how many employees do you have that you wish you could pay more? And they're like, oh, I wish I could pay all of my employees more. Guess what? If you sponsor some of these events, not only are you getting your advertising and your marketing and your logo and all of the things out there, but now you're going to get tickets to this or tickets to that or experiences that you can give to those employees that you wish you could give $1, $2 more an hour. Or maybe somebody that works for you has been there 20 years and you want to do something a little nice for them. People don't necessarily think about all of the things that come with sponsorship levels and what they can do with them to make other people around them happy.
And I think this one, what sets it apart is this one is so family oriented.
This is going to be a great opportunity for them to get an inside bird's eye view, no pun intended, of the airport.
Absolutely, yeah. And if I could make a shameless plug here, events at the airport have done very well. Like that event in 2019 that was done largely with volunteer support. We still saw over 2,000 attendees. We had radio ads, so I think we returned a lot of value back to those sponsors. And then this event is actually riding on the coattails of our first ever air show that we did back in April with the Apple Blossom Festival, which was phenomenal. We saw over 3,000 attendees, lots of great airtime and plugs for those sponsors. And again, these large scale events are only made possible through the generous donations of these sponsorships. Can't say enough about that.
Another great perk for sponsorships, especially higher up in the levels. So day of event, the terminal will actually be closed to the public, but with sponsorships opportunities, you get access into there and access to the bathrooms, AC. Hey, those are perks that we all want in life, Janet.
Sold. I'm done. Oh, you
All
had
about
me,
the indoor
you had
bathroom.
me a bathroom.
Oh, and it's a catered lunch in there too.
Let's take a break. When we come back, let's talk about all the other things that are going to happen that day and how the community can participate, whether it's setting up as a vendor, whether they're a food truck, or they have a 1965 orange Camaro that they want to bring and set up in the car show. Can we do all that in the next segment?
Anything for you, Janet.
We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and continue our conversation. For the Valley Business Today, Top of Virginia Regional Chamber, Kaylee Fincham is joining me along with Blair Jewell. We are sitting at Winchester Regional Airport with Nick Sabo. We're going to come back and learn more about the Wings and Wheels event happening October 18th in just a couple of minutes. Hello, nonprofits. Have a project that's been sitting on the back burner? United Way NSV's Day of Caring returns on September 19th, and your nonprofit can be a part of it. This is the region's largest single-day volunteer event with over 900 volunteers ready to help. Whether it's painting, landscaping, organizing, or repairs, Day of Caring gives your organization hands-on support and saves thousands in maintenance costs. It's simple. Submit your project, let United Way match you with a team, focus more of your budget on what matters most, your mission. Learn more at unitedwaynsv.org/Day of Caring or reach out to dayofcaring@unitedwaynsv.org. Let us send helping hands your way. Welcome back to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. It is the Valley Business Today, Top of Virginia Regional Chamber's turn at the mic. We're recording as we always do in advance, but today we are not on a Zoom screen. We are sitting at Winchester Regional Airport. Kaylee Fincham is here with me, Director of Events for the Top of Virginia Regional Chamber. Blair Jewell has returned to us, Director of Marketing and Communications. And of course, we can't be at the airport if we're not sitting here with Nick Sabo, listening to you guys in the last, 45 minutes that we've been sitting here. There is a ton of stuff that is going to happen at this Wings and Wheels event on Saturday, October 18th. It starts at 10, ends at 4, but we were talking about that there are going to be airplanes here, and there are going to be classic cars here. There's going to be live music. There are going to be so many really cool things. Tell me about the car show. Because if somebody owns a classic orange car, that's the only thing I look at car shows. They should come so I can see it.
Of course, Janet, anything for you.
Right.
That's what the people are here for. We do have a fun car show component of the event itself. It's just a variety of different cars, different colors, styles, models.
The one thing that I have learned from, because my husband loves a good classic car show. He has a I'm going to get this wrong and he's going to yell at me when he hears the show air. It's a 1975 Ford F-150. Might be a 250. I don't know. It's blue and it's really, really loud.
One
and
of those
it
50s.
smells bad when he starts it. That's all I know about it.
Noted.
But so he loves coming to these things. And people that own these vehicles love coming and sitting up and letting people come up and ask, hey, what kind of engine you got in that thing? And did it look like this when you buy it? And they like talking about how they redid their upholstery. It's a really cool interactive thing to participate in when you have a car show setting up at your event.
To be honest, Janet, I've never participated in a car show.
Now you know what to look forward to.
But I'm super excited reading on all the different, I've joined clubs on Facebook. The amount of car clubs in this area
It's crazy,
It's
right?
crazy.
I know. Yeah, it's insane. And then because a car show isn't enough.
Oh, no,
let's-
absolutely.
Hi,
Let's
my name is Kaylee. Let me add something else
Welcome
to an
my,
event.
Welcome to my brain, Janet.
Touch a truck? What are you doing, touch a truck?
A touch a truck. Everyone likes to touch a truck. It's a great way for these companies to come out here that you don't see every day. Yes, you can see in movies or pictures anything from huge excavators, cranes, tow trucks, wreckers, police vehicles, motorcycles, fire trucks, anything that drives business from point A to point B on a daily basis that people don't think helps
Because
businesses.
typically
Yeah.
when you see a bucket truck from Rappahannock Electric Cooperative, you're not allowed to get in it. You're usually, they've got cones around it because they're working on something. So this is a great opportunity, Comcast, any of these places, to be able to see how these things work up close and personal when you're not annoyed because your cable's out or your power's out. So I think it's genius.
And I'm excited too because it also brings people from the businesses who actually works there to promote their business. They can come with the community, explain what they do, any interactive games, that take pictures with the vehicles, maybe crawl up in one of those bucket things and soar up like Lion King, like Simba.
Best selfie ever.
100%.
We should do a selfie booth in one of those buckets, and people have to pay $5 or $10 to go up in a bucket truck and take a selfie.
That and sign a waiver all at one time. Let's not do that
They
to
gotta
you,
have
Janet.
the waivers. That's true. That's a very good point. So speaking of waiver, Nick, you're doing discovery flights. I assume I gotta sign a waiver before I get in an airplane and go up in the sky.
That's right. I'm sure there's some paperwork, but we do have two amazing flight schools here at the airport, Aviation Adventures and Aero Elite. They will be offering discovery flights that day. So really that could be the first start of a journey into the aviation industry, or you can learn that it scares the hell out of you and you never want to go up again. But really exciting component to be able to get airborne that day as well. So we'll be offering that, and those two flight schools will of course be managing that. In relation to that proceeds from this event will also be shared with the Winchester Regional Aviation Foundation, which is a new nonprofit that we began, and the whole purpose behind it is to try to do more community engagement, offer scholarships to youth and job seekers interested in the aviation industry. So we're really excited that there is going to be a beneficiary component to this whole event, and it's a foundation that we've created actually as a byproduct of that first event. So again, this whole thing comes full circle.
That is so cool.
So
That is outstanding. And then Kaylee sitting here looking at me, I'm waiting for her to go, but wait, there's more.
There is more, Janet. There is more. See
Live
my wheels
music.
turning in my head? Get it? Wheels turning. Ah, perfect. No, but our live music component, I'm super excited. Our buddy Chris Harrison, he's performed a couple of our events. Amazing singer. He can read a room or a terminal, get the vibe, set it all. Great guy. Super looking forward to his music and him playing.
Is he going to play all day? Because the event is 10 to 4. Is he going to have like certain sets? Because I don't want to get here at 10 and he doesn't play till 3, and I don't want to get here at 3 and find out I've already missed him.
Janet, you should have got here at 10 o'clock in the morning. You see all day. No, I'm
You're
kidding.
trying to con me into volunteering for this, aren't you? This is your roundabout way of saying Janet. Except
Those are your words.
Yeah.
We're going to try to shoot for 2 sets, but throughout the day, he's going to perform more as we get closer to the day. We'll put a timeline on how the day is going to look. There won't be an air show component like how Apple Blossom did theirs, however, more on the ground.
So Blair, how crazy cool yet weird is it for you to make your return to the chamber? And oh look, here's a whole nother event, Blair, that we didn't even have when you were here before. And now you're watching how it all comes together. What are your thoughts on Wings and Wheels?
I think it's so exciting because this is different than other chamber events. Some of the other ones are more signature events. They're ticketed, there's limited space. Like, this truly is a community-centric event, and our goal is to have thousands of people here. And the great thing about it is that there truly is something for everyone. There's really 4 events in one, from food vendors to arts and craft vendors to the touch-a-truck to the car show, and add that in amazing music. So there really is something for everyone to spend all day here, something for the whole family, and a great time in October, beautiful fall day. It's really just going to be a great family-friendly event, and on top of that, it's great value for not only for the attendees but also the sponsors, because it's a great way to get their logo eyeballs in front of the community, and just a great way to have that community touch point with people they may not have reached before.
Kelly, do you still need craft vendors, food vendors, businesses that maybe want to come and say, hey, I might not be able to do a sponsorship level, but I'd love to come set up a table and tell people about what we do? Do you have space and room for those kinds of things?
Oh, absolutely. Space is limited, but we do have available opportunities for craft vendors, small business. We're trying to encourage them to, yes, they're not selling handmade goods or anything like a craft vendor, but we want them to bring an engaging component to the event as well, from something that's hands-on that their businesses work with, a fun demo, a raffle, just something engaging with the community.
Those go over really well at the WOW events. When businesses that participate in that, you've got to play some trivia game or something that you have to pick this up and tell me what you think it is or how you think it works. Those are really great, not just for kids, because I know the WOW event's for 8th graders, but it's great for us grown-ups because sometimes we think we know stuff and we're wrong about what a business does or how something works. So that's a great opportunity for a business to come out and really show some behind the scenes of what they do. You may think we do this, but actually this is what we do, to a captive audience of sorts.
Absolutely, this is the perfect opportunity for them, and this is the reason for this event. We just want to expose all the great, wonderful businesses that we have in our region to the community that they won't see, well, behind the scenes.
Nick, do you still need people with airplanes?
We are working on that. We've got a great network, though, of aircraft owners and operators that we're drawing from, but we will put some information out on our website as well as Facebook for additional participants if we need them. But I think right now the list is looking pretty good.
And are most of the aircraft that people will see that day, will they be like the planes that I'm looking at now? Will they be some of the historic, you talked about the Warbird earlier, will it be a mix of different type of aircraft?
Yeah, we always like to bring a mix of airplanes when we can, or provide that to the public. Again, it also demonstrates the capability of this great airport. So we like to show everything from small aircraft, single engine piston airplanes up through large jets, and highlight the immense resource that we have here in the airport. It's a big reason why we love when the public gets to come out and spend some time with us, because we share a little bit about what goes on, and that's really the start of the conversation for us. And that's where our foundation and other programs that we have in place help to continue that education and hopefully foster that excitement that the public has in aviation and serve as the gateway to an awesome industry.
I'm going to make an assumption, and if I am incorrect, maybe this will guilt them into it, but I assume Air Care is going to be here because everybody wants to see the Air Care helicopter. So if they're not going to be here, they better call you and say, hey, we're going to come and be there that day.
They are, and if I may, with Air Care, they're going to be here hopefully for at least 2 hours. Usually they're on the ground for about 2 hours.
Because it also has to
right?
depend on,
Right.
Yes.
A funny story, though, that involves the chamber is that we had an event with Air Care and the chamber a couple of years ago. I won't go into the details. Let's just say that Air Care had to get out of here, and it kicked up a whole lot of dust and things. So some people were less thrilled with that. Those that loved aviation and understand the mission of Air Care, I think they got it and they thought it was exciting, but not everybody shared that sentiment.
I'm still pulling little pieces of rock out of my hair. It's false advertising, what they see on movies when people walk away, Janet. No lie, from the helicopter, all pretty, their hair's blowing naturally. Absolutely not. False advertising.
Yeah, suck it up, Kaylee. They were going to save a life.
Yeah. Yes, they were.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And Blair, that speaks to just the diversity of all of the things that people will, when you talk about there being something for everybody, that's what this is.
It really is, and there's really going to be something for everyone. And if you are interested in participating, you can find all this information on our website. You do not need to be members, but all the information, the applications to be a food vendor, to have a vendor table, whether you're someone selling your wares, or if you're a business interested to show an interactive display, or of course sponsorship, all of that information is on the website, so you can find more detailed information there, and then you can reach out to Kaylee to answer any questions you may have.
Kaylee, you're waiting. You're sitting right now by the phone. As you're not right now because you're sitting in the airport recording a show with me, but when this airs on Wednesday afternoon, you're literally going to be sitting in your office just staring at the phone between 12 and 1, waiting for people to call you, aren't you? I know you are. Do you want me to send you lunch so that you can at least eat while you're waiting for all the people to call and say, hey, I want to be a platinum sponsor. Hey, I want to be the wing sponsor. I want to be the wheel sponsor.
Absolutely, Janet. And there better be dessert with that lunch. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting really excited with this event, and I know the whole staff is, not just from the chamber staff, but everyone at the airport, Nick and his team. I feel like it's just going to be different because there's so many components that are within one event. So everywhere you go out on this terminal, you will see something different. You will talk to someone different. You'll make connections that you've probably never had, no matter if that's business or personal. We're just excited that we have the opportunity to bring a community event like this together for everyone.
And we'll talk more in the coming months as things fall into place and you get more people. We'll get more in the weeds on that in future shows, I assume.
I can't wait.
And Nick, thank you for letting us take over the conference room.
You are so welcome.
Are you
Anytime.
hesitant at all that maybe the 2025 version of Wings and Wheels is going to put the 2019 version of Wings and Wheels to shame?
I think it will be a great successor to it. We can't wait. We love to showcase the airport, and with all the work that we've put into this place over the last 4 or 5 years, we are ready to acquaint the community with its regional airport.
People can go on your website, see the work that's been done, all of those things as well.
Yep, flyokv.com.
We're going to have a conversation one day on why it's OKV.
There's not much of a story there, but let's dedicate an entire episode
Yes,
to it.
let's do that. I will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of The Valley Today, a few minutes after noon. So meet me here then.